Alright guys, back in Canada. We're at a new gym. So one of the things we're gonna start looking at in terms of exercise selection is the machines that we have available to us. Not every gym is gonna have a linear Smith machine, and not every gym is gonna have an angled Smith machine like this one. So in this case, I do have an angled Smith machine, and they have two actually. One of them's placed the opposite way that this one's placed. So the angle, this one's actually going up backwards to my face when I press. And so if you do have an angled incline, angled Smith machine, make sure that you're pressing in the correct direction. Now, when you want to press, you want to start your press from the bottom and then bring it up to the top towards your face, right? So make sure that the angle of the Smith machine lines up with that. All right, 3 working sets. First working set, 10 to 12. Set number 2, I gotta get 8 to 10. Second set, I'm up. Third exercise, incline machine press. All right, so typically on an upper body day, I'll pick about 2 pec movements and 2 pulling movements. One's going to be a vertical pull, and the second one's going to be a horizontal pull. So my horizontal pull, I'm choosing the seated cable roll with a neutral grip. Right? And so one thing I want to note for this is I'm keeping my reps rather high, like 12 to 15, possibly higher if the weight's a little bit too lighter. But I want my reps to look the same. Typically on longer sets, you tend to speed up your reps just to complete the set, just because it's burning. Your grip tends to lose, or you tend to lose your grip. So if you need to wear a pair of straps, chalk up, keep your reps slow. Yes, it's gonna burn, that's the point. Even when you go heavy, same shit applies, right? But just because we're going high reps, you're gonna be holding the weight for longer. So psychologically, most people are gonna wanna speed up their reps just to fucking finish it. But we're not quitters here, we're winners, so we do shit properly. I'm gonna up the weight. Grab my straps. Okay, so we're gonna do a shoulder superset. So I'm gonna do some chest supported Y raises to begin with. Guys, I'm using 2.5 pounds for these. You do not need to go heavy using 10s, 15s, 20s. I can almost guarantee you if you're using anything above like 5 to 10 pounds, and 10's like really strong, you're probably not doing these correctly anyways. All right, so start off with just your thumbs, right? So no weight. I have progressed to 2.5 to sometimes 5 pounds on these. These are meant to work your lower traps as well as your delts. So if you're not feeling it in your lower traps, learn the movement correctly and then load it. There's no point loading an incorrect movement pattern. You're just going to end up exacerbating any current injuries or current imbalances, right? Or current dysfunction into something worse, right? And then possibly getting injured if you're not already. So do these properly. Just because somebody tells you that an exercise is good and you should do it, doesn't mean just because you're going through the motion of doing this, you're gonna get better. You have to be doing it properly. All right, so last three exercises we're going to do involves a rear delt exercise, face pulls, tricep extensions, and bicep curls. All right, so I mean the triceps and biceps are pretty self-explanatory, keep the movement controlled. But specifically for the face pulls, I tend to do higher reps, so sets of like 25 to 30. Granted, I'm going pretty close to failure. I might not get like 30 every time. That's why I say 25 to 30, but I'm keeping the weight pretty light, controlled. Yeah, I find when I do higher reps, keeps my shoulders feeling a lot better than if I was to go heavy. And this is at the end of my work. I don't need to go heavy. I'm only using 30 pounds on this, guys. Don't need to go heavy at all. What I like to do is make sure I have pretty good stance. I don't like to be leaning back fully. Okay, so a little bit of a bend in the knee, torso as vertical as I can keep it. And the main cue here, as my arms are straight, is keep my shoulders as far away from my ears. Right, so depress the scaps. All right, so last thing we're gonna do is tricep push downs, superset with push-ups.